Hello everyone, and welcome to today's webinar, 8 Reasons Every Dealer Should Have a Mobile Website. Today, JD Revilla, our Business Development Manager for Autonet Dealer Solutions, is going to take you through the top compelling reasons why you need to be delivering information to this growing class of customers who are using their smartphones for more than just to play Candy Crush. Please note that we will be taking questions during the presentation, so feel free to use the interface to ask a question. And also, by the end of the day, you will receive in your email a questionnaire about today's webinar. If you could just take 2 minutes to fill this out, it will help to shape our future presentations. So please welcome JD.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you very much, Deanna, for that introduction. And as Deanna said, I will be hosting this presentation for the next 30 minutes. And as she mentioned as well, there's a questionnaire that I'd like to send you at the end of the presentation just to gauge your feedback. We really appreciate if you give us your feedback and any suggestions you may have on future topics or the entire presentation. The questionnaire is completely anonymous. So, I mean, there is an option to put your name on it, but you don't have to, but please feel free to give us that information. So, let's get started. At the same time, one last final thought. This presentation is being recorded, so we will make it available. If you want a copy of it, please contact one of our digital automotive experts, or you can send us a link to our email address at moresales@autonetdealersolutions.com, and we'll send you a copy of that presentation as well. So let's get started. Let me kickstart this with this slide. 1 in 3 clicks on your website comes from a mobile device. Pretty powerful, isn't it? There's a mobile revolution happening. We can all see it. What does this mean? How does it impact my dealership? I'm going to share this and more as we spend the next 30 minutes sharing with you the 8 key compelling reasons having a mobile website is a very good investment for your dealership. Earlier this year, BIA Kelsey indicated that this is especially true in high-value local verticals such as in the automotive industry, specifically our industry, or more specifically auto shopping, where consumers use their mobile device to contact a dealer. We should all know that calls to a dealer are the #1 source of leads, which leads to appointments. The device's inherent capabilities, the native dialer, and common use, a local search, make it seamless tools in the automotive shopper's arsenal to call local dealerships. So let's go right into reason number 1. Mobile internet search has grown plus 460% since 2011. 2014, Google Analytics indicates an average of 40% of auto dealer website visits come from mobile devices. So as you can see from this slide that we're showing here 460%, but this is as of 2013. By the end, we're forecasting, but by the end of 2014, this will go over 500, and from mobile devices, it'll be 40%. We're currently seeing that right now, right across the country, from the Google Analytics, from our dealers. So this is pretty powerful on average. So automobile shoppers are increasingly looking for information on their mobile devices. There's no denying that. From a technology perspective, mobile devices are the fastest adopted technology in history, bar none. So why is this happening? Well, let's look at the next slide in continuation with this #1 reason. Convenience. Mobile is where your customers are searching even when they have access to a computer. 24 research points on average occur while a consumer is in the market shopping and researching for a vehicle. Automobile shoppers are doing more research than ever. Convenience, improved high-speed mobile data, optimized mobile websites, and content were some of the reasons cited for opting to use their mobile device in the joint research conducted by Millward Brown with Google. Not to mention that mobile devices have grown in screen size, as we all know, and processing speeds, making them more acceptable for consumers to dedicate and allocate more of the time on them. But there is closer evidence right in your own backyard that you can see right now. Now I'll explain. Well, where is this evidence? Well, Google Analytics, on average, 40% of auto search on your website is conducted on a mobile device. Let me ask you this. When was the last time you checked the devices searching on your website in Google Analytics? If you take a moment, you'll see and discover a growing trend. Look at the historical number over the last 6 months or the last year in your Google Analytics, and go under mobile overview and have a look at the number of mobile devices. You will see, depending on where you are in the country, it can range from 35% and can go up as high as 47%, but on average we're saying it's 40%. So consumers are relying on their mobile device even when they have a desktop right to their side. And the experience they have with your website will determine if they come back. More in the future slides. One last thing on reason number 1. Public Works and Government Services Canada research further indicates that by the end of this year, more than 20% of households will only use mobile. Having a mobile website is becoming a must if you want to capture more leads. Reason number 2. 61% of mobile users have turned to a competitor's site after a bad mobile experience. And 46% say they're unlikely to return to a website they had trouble accessing from their mobile device. Have you ever gone to a website on your mobile device that takes longer than expected to open? I mean, seriously. I mean, I think we probably have all, that's a rhetorical question because I think we all have experiences. How did you feel about a website that forces you to pinch, swipe left, swipe right, scroll up, scroll down off screen? This is what occurs in a desktop-only website while using mobile devices. If you didn't care for it, oops, you're in the consensus. So too are the majority of clients browsing the internet while searching the next vehicle. In fact, 61% said that if the mobile website is not optimized or mobile friendly, they'll move to a competitor's website. When you get a moment, go to your dealer's website with your mobile phone if you do not have a mobile website, and see for yourself. Put yourself in the customer shoes, the consumer shoes, navigate, try it out, fill out some of the lead forms. I'll bet you may get a little bit frustrated. Think about your prospect. And in fact, in the research also indicates that 23% of adults had expressed strong emotions about their phone when a website doesn't work. So, and this is just a graphical representation of what that small segment feels about a website that doesn't load up properly on the mobile phone. They get frustrated and then just leave. So let's go on to a continued slide on this very, very important topic and reason. Another research conducted by NBC, and Inside West confirms consumers' mobile expectations. The consensus was that consumers have great mobile expectations, and brands need to really look at and deliver on the face of the great expectations that consumers have, and there are consequences for this. Three of the important conclusions were that 79% said that I expect a good mobile experience from the brands I trust, like, and engage with. And 54% say that they would do more business with a brand and companies, dealership, who are thoughtful and surprise me with mobile experiences they provide. And conversely, 54% said that they were less likely to visit a website where they had a poor mobile experience. I think it's safe to say if this survey was conducted across the country, the results would be quite similar. More reasons to have a mobile website, but it needs to deliver on high consumer expectations. Not only do you need to look at having a mobile website, and you should have a mobile website, but it needs to deliver on high consumer expectations of being mobile friendly and optimized for them. So let's look at reason number 3, also very important. 71% of mobile device users that see TV ads, print ads, or hear radio ads do a mobile search for more information. So in other words, 71% have performed a mobile search after seeing and hearing an ad. Clearly, mobile has superior measurable results in your advertising mix. And I'm sure that you've sat watching television or listened to radio or seen an ad somewhere and you pulled out your phone to start doing research right away. Well, consumers who are in market looking for automobiles are doing it specifically that. In-market auto shoppers will act upon seeing and hearing an ad. However, how prepared are you to convert this mobile shopper if you only have a desktop site? If you have a mobile website, it is mobile friendly and is optimized, then you have a leg up over your competition. Conversion will depend on various factors. However, you have removed the largest barriers, which is having a mobile website. We discovered that earlier, 61% of mobile users would check a competitor if they didn't have a positive experience with your website or you didn't have a mobile website. So consumer research even happens while they're on the lot. And this brings me onto my next slide. Mobile research and purchase prep carries onto the lot. So these actions occur at the dealer's lot, post-research and mobile devices. Further evidence of the insatiable appetite consumers have for information using their mobile devices. And I think you all know this, and I think we've all have done it, but the research also indicates that consumers initially visit the dealer when the store is closed to visually confirm the research findings on their mobile device and confirm that the dealer that they have found on the internet is the one they want to do business with. And a lot of them will do that off hours. But consumers who are in the market researching for vehicles, 36% reviewed a description of a specific model, 34% looked at consumer-generated reviews, 27% contacted someone about their opinion, which happens through social media. And when it came to pricing and ready to buy, 42% checked the price of the car and truck on your website. And 36% looked up dealer addresses after hours and also looked for special offers. So I think it's clear to say that, looking at having a mobile website, here's another very compelling reason why you should consider having one. Let's look at slide number 5. Remember I said that actions happen? Well, mobile ads prompt shoppers to take action. Both B.I. Kelsey and Google reports that 70%, pardon me, tongue twister there, 73% of mobile search results in additional actions and conversions. So on this graphic that I've got here, consumers that are looking at in advertisers, they will visit the website, they will contact the advertiser, although even visit dealer. 73% of these consumers that are in the market looking for an automobile will take those actions. As you can see from the table on the right side, mobile and tablet ads combined have commanding significance in prompting consumers to take actions. Mobile ads have 35% influence and tablet ads have 34%. So you combine them together and you're looking at 73%, which is very, very, very strong. These actions take them to your dealership's website and others. They view images, check prices, build a car, check the value of their trade, view current offers, call your dealership, or go to your brick and mortar store. You too can capitalize on this opportunity through the use of a mobile website, and they're more effective. Let's go on to the next reason, reason number 6. 61% of people are more likely to call your dealership when searching your mobile website. This is a percentage of auto shoppers calling a dealer from a mobile website while searching on a mobile device. So this is pretty powerful. In a 3,000 consumer auto shopper survey for mobile devices, 61% of consumers call a dealer while on their mobile device from a mobile website. And if your desktop site is loaded on their phone and matching 61% of them will go to a competitor. Half say that even if they like a business, they'll use its site less often if it doesn't work well on their smartphone. I don't want to sound like I'm preaching, but this is a wake-up call. You will lose customers at the moments that matters without a site specifically made for mobile devices. Let me go on to slide number 7, reason number 7. And this is a very strong, compelling reason. Mobile users' calls convert higher than calls from desktop local search, and lead quality is higher. Earlier at the beginning, we presented the growth in mobile. The mobile trend growth will add a sizable boost in mobile calls to local businesses through 2016. And it will dwarf other sources by driving 4.5 billion calls to auto dealers in Canada. That's right, 4.5 billion calls to auto dealers in Canada. Today, mobile is the clear winner at generating calls to auto dealers. Not only will having a mobile site enable your dealership to capture its share of this in-market shopper, but having system tools in place to capitalize and monitor the activity will benefit your dealership from staying ahead of your competition. You know, I mentioned in my last statement in place because we know that some dealers are faltering at converting calls. And in fact, this will be our next topic in our next live webinar on October the 19th, how to make more appointments. And I hope you will attend. There's really good stuff in this one. So before I go any further, I said I will temper some of your questions, and I think we're due for one, time permitting. Mark from Ontario just sent a question, and he says, JD, at the beginning you had 61% leave your site because of bad experience, but in the last slide you mentioned that 61% call the dealer from your website. Kind of contradictory. Well, it's true. It sounds like it's contradicting, but let me explain. This is 61% of consumers that are calling from a mobile website. And what I said before was, I think it was slide number 2, that 61% of consumers will leave your website to check a competitor if your desktop site serves up on the mobile device. In other words, if you don't have a dedicated mobile website. So I can see why the 61 is repetitive, but the reality is it's two different research, and they both indicate that totally different material. But good eye, and thank you for bringing that question up. If we have more time, we don't run out of time because I want to stick to the 30 minutes, I will answer some more questions. So in continuation to slide number 7, conversion, I mentioned the conversion, the lead quality is highest, and its highest comes from optimized mobile websites. So automotive dealerships, as we know, place a high value on new customer acquisition, underscoring the business opportunity that a dedicated mobile website represents. Having a mobile website means the in-market consumer will consider your dealership. And what I mean by that, if you don't have a mobile website and they're searching for a mobile device, then they will probably not consider looking at your website again, because it was unfortunately not a very good experience and it was frustrating for them. And you have experienced that yourself, so nothing new as far as from a user experience perspective. So having a better experience, and 66.4% of the calls are of higher quality, which in turn generates more leads and more sales. In fact, the quality of the calls are highest coming from are of higher quality than any other lead forms that are available on your website. Pretty powerful reason to have a mobile website. Let me go to reason number 8. A mobile optimized website generates more leads and provides a positive user experience for your dealership. Optimized mobile websites are specifically designed for handheld devices. Nobody wants to serve a desktop website on their mobile smartphone device or their mobile device. I mean, I'm showing you that on the screen there. On the left is a desktop site that fits on your phone. You'd need a magnifying glass, or you have to pan, zoom, scroll left, scroll right, navigate left, swipe left, right, and so on. Mobile websites are designed for mobile standards, and they're designed for optimal download speed, so they're very efficient, very fast. One-finger navigation and lead forms are designed to not only create a positive experience with the dealership's brand, but to increase conversion. And at the end of the day, what really matters are leads, are they not? As I've stated before in slide number 2, 61% of mobile auto shoppers are more likely to go to a competitor site if you don't have a mobile-friendly website or it's optimized. And let me put some numbers into this that maybe you can relate to better. And you can pull the numbers that you actually have on your website on a monthly basis. But as an average, let's say 10,000 users visiting your website. You have 10,000 users visiting your website on a monthly basis, and 40%, 4,000, are using a mobile device. That means that 61% of those are leaving. That's a huge number. That's what, 50% is 2,000. So you're looking at 2,500 potential opportunities that, have been lost as a result of not giving them a mobile website. Check your bounce rate when you check your Google Analytics in the mobile overview for mobile devices. You'll find it's very high. Number 8 was our final reason, but there are so many more compelling reasons. I thought to add a quick supplement in finishing our webinar today that will cover some important topics that we feel are important for you to know. And that supplement is about social media, and I'll just spend one slide on it, and talking about static optimized mobile websites and responsive mobile websites. Social media. Well, social media and automobile go hand in hand. A smartphone, as you'll agree, is a popular way to access Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Optimizing a mobile website also includes social media. Being able to share a vehicle on a mobile search off your website or watch a YouTube video and share it will increase the reputation, consideration to purchase, and not only that, it will increase search engine ranking performance for your dealership. A very easy way to expand your advertising reach. Static, optimized mobile websites or responsive mobile design and responsive mobile design. This is a very hot topic in the developer world, and it's discussed every day. I'm going to talk briefly about it. The best consumer experience happens on a website designed for mobile devices. I'm showing you on the screen a desktop site. It's impossible to showcase and have a consumer have a good experience with your brand, with your website on a mobile device. They're just not conducive to that screen size. But on the right, you see one-finger navigation, user-friendly, what consumers expect today. If consumers are looking at your website via mobile device, the content layout should be different than your desktop. A few slides back, I showed you a desktop site on a mobile device and an optimized mobile website. I'm certain you have seen this in your own experience, but please open your desktop site when you get a moment with your mobile device to experience what your prospects and potential clients experience. Furthermore, not only is it important to have a mobile-friendly and visually appealing mobile site, but to generate high-quality leads, you need to have optimized lead forms requiring minimal user involvement. On the screen here, you see desktop lead form and a lead form that's been designed and optimized for mobile devices. Which one would you prefer to use? The desktop form on the left on your mobile device requires you to zoom out, scroll, pinch, swipe left, swipe right, and if you decrease zoom in order to fit in the screen, it's too small for you to read it. The mobile lead form on the right is optimized for mobile devices, designed to be user-friendly, thumb navigation, and easy to read. Content designed for mobile devices deliver a superior user and brand experience, generating more leads and of higher quality. So I guess the question I put in there before that optimized, static, mobile website, responsive design. Which one do I choose, a static or responsive? Well, let's see if I can add some insight to that. Well, here at ADS, we offer both. To clarify our position subject, we offer both. So, determining which one is the best option for your dealership requires a thorough understanding of consumer behavior using a mobile device. And we hope that we have shared sufficient insights about that gives you a good premise and a good foundation. And most importantly is how you plan to support your mobile website. In other words, how much resources you have in order to make certain that experience is very positive for the consumer that's shopping for a vehicle when they come to your site. So, you hear the word responsive a lot. So what is responsive? Well, responsive design is all about adjusting the content layout to best appeal and engage the eyeballs viewing your content via a mobile device. A responsive design is very versatile because it adapts the content to the user's device, desktop, tablet, or smartphone. However, if you like to make frequent changes on your desktop site, landing page, and others, you must take into consideration the visual impact this will have on a mobile device. Having a responsive site can add complexity, especially if you have an original desktop site that comes with many navigation options and plenty of content. And I mentioned complexity because this complexity is visible. So, I mentioned earlier, try and load up your desktop site on your mobile device if you don't have a mobile website. Now determine, by looking at your desktop site on your mobile device, what you want to show that is mobile user-friendly, easy to navigate, and generates a lot of leads. Lots to consider, wouldn't you say? Well, we're experts at helping you with that process. It's not technology that makes it happen or magically makes it happen. It is planning for a mobile device user experience so they have a user-friendly experience with your brand so they will convert and become and obviously come to an appointment at your dealership. So what about a dedicated, optimized, static mobile website? It's built specifically for mobile users. The navigation, the content, the layout are all designed for one purpose, to have a superior user mobile experience and increase conversion. And I've listed here some of the advantages of a dedicated mobile website. They load quickly, super fast because they're very lean. There's less code than a responsive in comparison. Works on a larger variety of mobile devices. Allows you the freedom to add content specifically targeted for mobile users without affecting your desktop site. And they're less expensive than a responsive mobile design. This concludes my presentation. If you have any questions or would like further information, you can reach me via email or phone. I've covered with you 8 compelling, powerful reasons for you to consider having a mobile website, and I've added some supplementation there that will help in regards to choosing a static dedicated website or a responsive design. If you would like to discuss how mobile website can help you generate more leads or higher quality, please contact one of our sub-media digital experts, or you can call our toll-free customer support lines and they will be happy to direct you. Please visit our website, our www.autonetdealersolutions.com, for a list of numbers. Thank you very much. I will be sending you out a short questionnaire to assist us in determining how effective the presentation was into receiving any suggestions you may have. I wish you a wonderful day and hope to see you again in October the 19th when we have our next session on how to make more appointments. Have a wonderful day.